So, welcome everybody. We are starting now another event, another workshop from Planetiers World Gathering. And this afternoon we have Philippine, Roberta, Daniela, and Stanley, ladies first, to host us in the workshop Leading from Love. And I want to welcome everybody and say that this workshop is part of the event that is taking the whole week. So you're all invited also to join another sessions and go to the website and check the agenda. There are amazing workshops and things happening. But now I want to leave the floor to my 4 amazing friends who will help us diving into Leading from Love. Philippine, the stage is yours.
Yes, hello. Thank you, Thelma, for this warm, super warm welcome. And we're a little bit excited, I think. And thank you for bringing it all together. And just for everybody to know, we had room for 4 people to be hosting this workshop, but actually we are 7. So some of them are also in the room, or all of them are in the room. So Roxanne is very much part of us, and Renee Katerberg is also part of us. So and Alessandra is here too. And Prudence, I don't see her online. Maybe I'm overlooking her, but she is either coming or later. Yeah, so welcome everybody. So let's get our session started. I will be your technical host, and of course, I will intrude when I feel like it. So I would say, Daniela, Roberta, take it away.
It is actually, yes. So I will start by
Stanley.
asking, yes. I'll start by welcoming you all. I know that you could have been in other places, but what better place to be than to come and talk about love? I would like to say welcome, and just so we know who is in the room, we want to hear a little bit about the people that are here. We have 5 minutes for that, for a check-in, which is something we always do when we meet. And I would like to hear just your name and where you are, and a little bit about what in your life made you say yes to this invitation. So I would suggest you mute and just talk. So we have 5 minutes. We should be able to fit in about 5 people.
Hello, I'm Monica from Munich. And well, I just saw that the Quantum Leap Cafe goes to another place. I saw it on LinkedIn, so here I am joining you, Stanley and Philippine, because I know you and everybody else too. So I'm interested in what's going to take place. Not sure if I have 2 hours, but definitely interested. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Hello, I am Juliana from Argentina, and I'm here. I think my soul was needing it. So I think I called you with my mind, and today I woke up here and I saw that this was going on with my friends from MSLS. So I'm super happy and thankful to be here.
Thank you, Juliana.
Hello, my name is Yvonne Anyango. I'm from Kenya, and recently I realized and founded kind of self-love And I'm here today because I believe there's no other way to love other people except by starting to love yourself. Thank you. I look forward to this.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Hi, I don't know if I can.
Hear you, Shakti.
Hi. So I'm so grateful to be here. I've been invited by one of the best souls in the world, so thank you for that, because I think that we urgently need the love get applied into the action of this change that is coming. So thank you for leading that and for sharing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's take two more before we continue with the program. Thank you. So for those who just joined, what we are doing is just doing a quick check-in, and the check-in question is, what in your life made you say yes to this invitation? So just unmute and say your name and where you are, and also what in your life made you say yes to this invitation.
Hello, I'm Monica. I don't have image, I'm sorry. So you are just listening to my voice. I'm talking from Portugal, and I joined because I think love, for me, love is the opposite of fear. And we live in a world full of fear. So I think the best thing that we can do now is just talk from love. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great, thank you, Monica. One more.
Hi, is that me?
Yeah, Trevor, we hear you.
Sorry, I missed the first part. I was on and off. My network connection was giving me problems. So I'd like to hear the question again.
So the question is, what is your name, where you are, the place where you are, and what in your life made you say yes to this invitation?
Okay. My name is Trevor. I'm in Johannesburg, South Africa. Everything is about love, and if you do everything out of love, then you get to connect and feel everything in the world, and that's what I want to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor. Okay, great diversity of people and places, and also reasons for joining us, and the main one being that love is everything, and I agree. So I will hand over to Roberta and Daniela.
Hi everyone, thank you again for joining us. And I wanted us to be aware that we are here in a generative dialogue space. And in this space is very important that we host ourselves so that we bring an open heart and an open mind, so we can be in deep presence and curious about what is gonna be said and how are you gonna feel, and to be in the space with openness is super important, and also feeling easy in yourself, in your body, in your emotions, in your mind, so you can be easy with whatever arrives. So that's about hosting ourselves in this conversation, as well as is important to host others. So really listen from this space of intention and attention and curiosity again. Also respectful of the process of learning of each of us. So a place of empathy as well. And in this space, we will be also hosting the conversations. So we will contribute, and it's important that we pay attention also to our contributions. So speak from a place of intention and be aware of what you are bringing to the group. And this is a community of practices. So we have to be aware also in this bigger level of the whole group and to be aware of the well-being of the group. So once more, to be aware of our level of presence, to deeply listen the others, and also to be aware of the space and enjoy these conversations, and yeah, see what emerges from it for your own life and what emerges from this interaction and this relation as well. And I will hand over to Dani to do an exercise of stillness, so can help us to ground ourselves in this space. And after that, she will also start to guide us, which will be the exercise of the day, which is a black canvas of the future, a future where we lead from love. So, Dani, please go ahead.
Thank you, Roberta. And hi, everyone. Before we start the practice, I ask you to gather a notebook or anywhere where you can take notes for the reflection moment, journaling moment that will come after. So I invite you to take a comfortable position and sit upright, touching the ground, and perhaps wiggle your shoulders a little bit to have that body awareness of how our body is in this moment. And gently close your eyes. You can leave them a little bit open, but just relax your sight. So soften the eyes. And we're going to begin with 3 full conscious breaths so that we can collect our attention in the breath. And as we gently go back to our natural breath, we can start to sense how the relaxation energy of the breath travels through our body. And create space to go to that areas where there is a bit of tension or tightness. And as we breathe in, we take in tenderness. And as we breathe out, we release the tensions that don't serve us. Now bringing our attention to the heart area. And create space for awareness. As we breathing in and out, we can travel with our breath throughout our body, going into our feet and sensing how the earth is there supporting us. With love and care. following our natural breath, just as it is, in and out. And staying well grounded on the earth, we can start to travel up through our body with our breathing. Stopping at the heart area again and sense into the space we're creating. We keep breathing and going up. We allow our awareness to transcend our body and go into the sky. And breathe in that vast, that huge space. And now, without opening your eyes, I invite you to slowly go into your heart area again. And I'm going to speak up the question that we want you to take with you into a journaling, which can be drawing, can be writing, can be still breathing. You can do whatever feels right. So once I've read the question, you can gently open your eyes and go with what comes. So the question we have is, what do you deeply long for in your life? How do you envision a life where you depart from a place of love to guide your relations with self, others, and nature? I will repeat it. What do you deeply long for in your life? How do you envision a life where you depart from a place of love to guide your relations with self, others, and nature? You will have now around 4 or 5 minutes to journal, or as I said, do what comes. And then from there, we will bring you back in. Thank you.
Mhm. So now we're going to invite you to join someone else. I have created breakout rooms, and you will be put in a separate room with one other person. And the invitation is for you to exchange what has come to you. So we propose that you take about 15 minutes. You can take 5 minutes to share each and listen to each other, and then have an exchange for another 5 minutes. So in a minute, I will assign you to the breakout rooms. And then after 17 minutes, I will assign you to another pair. So you will be in a group of 4. And that will be a longer conversation where you can exchange what you have experienced in your pairs before. So that will be for about half an hour. And then we will invite you to come back to the plenary. In these different spaces, we will have different questions for you to look at. And I will broadcast them to you while you're in the breakout rooms. Okay, so if there's anything, you can always ask me, or you can come back to the plenary if you want, I think. So yeah, please go into your pairs. And the question for this pairs is, what is holding you back to make the leap for now? So the discussion in pairs. So off you go, and we will see you in about 45 minutes back in the plenary. You can join your breakout room by clicking yes.
Hi, Planetiers. Hello, are you there?
Great, welcome. You missed the best part. No, you are here for the best part, maybe.
Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't join earlier.
Great. I think we're all back.
Some people might have got lost into another meeting. That happens on Zoom sometimes. Daniela.
Hello. Here they keep coming.
So Daniela, are you going to do a...
Yes. So like, are we waiting for more people?
No, I think we're all back.
We are waiting for you.
I was waiting for someone else. Okay. Logistics. Okay. So now we want to move our body a little bit, and maybe someone in the group has an idea to offer us how we can, in a maybe rather small space, move together. And I would suggest a movement that grounds us a little bit, or that it doesn't accelerate us more. I think that the conversations, the deep conversations that come into those breakout rooms are already accelerating our hearts, and maybe, yes, a movement to stop. Is anyone feels like it? I see a smile that can be Shakti. Do you feel like it?
Okay. Well, maybe then we can make some space in our chest and heart, but just calming down. So if I hope that you have space enough just to close your eyes and inhale, bringing the arms up, like really up. And while your eyes closed, just feeling the space in your thoracic cage. You inhale and you feel it gets bigger and lighter. I may be bringing the hands together, a bit far from your face, and exhaling down to center your ideas and your heart. You exhale completely down, and maybe we can go up again. Inhale again and feel the space that we create. And exhale to once again balance our thoughts to our feelings, to our heart. And then bring this conversation to our heart, and once and maybe last time we inhale. And exhale down. Just to get back to our breath. To bring clearness and love to our words, into the room. And open your eyes and come back with your whole attention.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now I'm going to hand it over to Stanley. You're muted.
You are on mute.
Okay, I am unmuted now.
Mm-hmm.
We have had space and time to explore some questions, and if you were lucky like me, you had some really, really deep conversations. And this is the space for us to bring up whatever it is that's emerging for you, what is alive in you right now. And we are going to take again a few pop-up, popcorn style, people that just unmute and say what is alive for you, what is emerging out of this space that you have been in. So just self-organize, unmute yourself and talk.
For me, out of the conversation, the importance of self-love and how from there we can inspire others and get what we deserve. And then in the conversation, a very nice exercise to do that was shared and that I took is to ask myself if today was a fulfilling day or not, and understand, and then from there take action. So that's very present, and it's something that I want to keep doing, and I wanted to share with you in case it helps you as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Richard, I think your microphone is muted. Do you wanna?
I'm having a few technical troubles here. So, yeah, I can just say that I echo the point about taking care of yourself. I think that's really important because if you don't love yourself and are not grounded in yourself, whether it's from taking the time to reflect, whether it's to being in balance with yourself, then it's harder to, I think that spills into relationships. So that's what I can add.
Thank you, Richard. So I know that you love to reflect. We have 10 minutes for this part. So if you can speed up the reflection, that will gives us more time to hear what people have to say. if I had 4 hours with you, we could be silent for 15 minutes and then someone talks and then be silent for another 10 and then another person talks, but we have about 10 minutes for this part.
I feel like sharing. Oh, I spoke at the same time as someone else. Please go.
Well, I was in the same room as Daniela, so our conclusions were kind of the same, this self-love. But at the first moment, we were talking a lot about fear of being rejected. And I actually found out that it was a beautiful room because we started talking about fears that can stop or push back. And then from that, we moved to this inner self-love. So for me, it was the perfect way to answer to the fears. If you love yourself enough and you love the cause that you are defending enough, then you will be passionate enough to go ahead, don't care, but take the other voices in a way which is not stopping you. So for me, it was just beautiful. These two things got combined. So thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Shakti.
Yeah, so what I wanted to share is that I realized how my mind can get very active and quite confusing for myself. Yeah, what I felt like telling is that I keep feeling discomfort and doubts, and for me, what makes sense in leading from love as a topic is to also embrace that as well. Accept that this is part of me and this is with me every day, and this is also part of what I need to take care of. So this is also a way I feel can help me, support me, carry on, let's say. Thank you.
Thank you, Roxy.
For me, being in the same discussion with Shakti and Daniela, yes, self-love came out strongly, and Yogi. And I also want to add that self-acceptance goes with self-love, because if you accept yourself, that shows that you love yourself. And always the perception of other people should not cloud, your feelings or maybe your actions or your emotions on what you'd want, the steps you'd want to take. So for me, self-love crowns it all. Thank you.
Can I?
Yes.
In our room, both rooms that I was, we also talk about fear. I think we all know fear by now, and we all talk about it. And in my case, what I am taking with me is our talks were around giving courage to walk with fear. I think was Daniela who told us this, and to walk from fear to love by knowing our emotions and know how we react through them to keep going. Because the most important thing that we can do, I think, is keep going, even if we are fearful. If the future is just like a mess and you really you can see a road to go, but still keep walking. And I think that is what I am thinking, because it's easy at the end.
Thank you.
If I can continue, I just want to add, I would like to be more organized and focused, and take on less tasks, so I won't get too overwhelmed with all the things I have to do. And also I want to add or reflect on Shakti, what she said about if you have a fear, but you want to express something which is you feel more important than you feel it is easier to do. And yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, if you feel that you have a case that is more I don't know, important or for you, then as fearful you are from the negative feedbacks, you will do it anyway. And then probably at the end you find out there are a lot of people who are thinking the same way as yourself, and at the end you will actually be encouraged and energized from the feedbacks rather than getting all the negative feedbacks that you were feeling at the beginning of whatever it was, of your talk or presentation.
Thank you,
Do
Victoria.
we have one more?
Yes, we can take one more.
Just wanted to share for me that is very important when it's harder to find or to reach to your self-love or to get your space for you to get centered and to accept yourself. And it's also important and to reach out to ask for help or to just to foster this kind of spaces and to join these spaces. If self-love, it gets a little bit tricky or hard sometimes. These spaces help. Yeah, just that.
Thank you, Rihanna. So, is there someone else who wants to go?
I want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead. There are two people, Trevor and Roberta.
Okay. What is alive for me is the different meanings of the word or of love to each people, like, and how we can expand the meaning of it for ourselves and put in the center of our lives and really see it as a powerful mechanism, a way of living. Yeah, so this is super alive for me. There is, I think the power of the love is super alive, and how we can expand the meaning of it to really see it's not a fluffy thing. It's what makes us to care to everything that it's needed, to ourselves, others, nature. So yeah, it continues to be alive in me all the time. That's it.
Thank you, Roberta. Trevor, you had your mic off.
Yes. For me, what is alive is I feel if you share love from a place where self-love doesn't exist or is not complete, then the love that you share is only a fraction of what you could actually share to the world. So in that sense, it's diluted, it's not pure or complete. So if there's self-love fully filled, if it's filled up with self-love, then the love that you share is much more than a fraction of what you actually can.
Shall we do another round of what's alive after what Trevor shared? That was powerful for me, what he just shared. It is really what is alive for me right now is just what Trevor just put in the space, which is that what I take out of it is that when I don't stand in a place of my full love or my pure love, I am almost robbing myself of the love I could get from another person. So forget about the other person. Think about myself as I am robbing myself of the love I could get from you if I'm not giving you 100%. You know? Yeah.
I think the same. In fact, I think that what I can do to love more the others is loving more myself in a way that I will never be able to love you fully if I don't love myself fully first and foremost.
Thank you, Monica. Okay. I think we have to move on. I think this is Roberta. You're going to guide us.
Yes, so to finalize, we will ask you to get your notes again. Sorry for the noise. Sorry?
Your notebooks.
Yes, yes. Whatever way you want to make your journal again. And yeah, have some time now to write or to just contemplate. What are you taking responsibility for moving forward? What's your way to give power to love? And you have the gift of this time in your life to really enjoy these minutes and yeah, give to yourself this time to reflect.
Hi, Roberta. Do you mind repeating that?
What are you taking responsibility for moving forward? How are you gonna give power to love in your life?
Thank you.
Yes. So the world don't need you right now. So you can be here and be in the space for yourself and reflect and contemplate in your commitments. Okay. Do we need more time? What is the new one? Needs more time? Okay, then I will hand over to Alessandra.
Yes, thank you, Roberta. So if you want, I would be happy to listen from you if you feel like sharing what comes up, what came up with this last question.
I can share. I like sharing in general, so I can start. I think my way to give power to love is acknowledge every day, like mentally acknowledge every day how powerful I am and how powerful are my actions. In a way, how my actions are improving my future and my life, and after that, how they are improving the future and the life of the ones around me. And like practically, what I push myself to do every day in order to give power to love is a good action per day. And the good action per day doesn't need to be like a life-changing action. It can be like a simple thing, like opening a door when you are entering or leaving a facility to someone else, smiling to a stranger. I know that nowadays with the mask, it's difficult to realize if the other is smiling or not, but if you are brave enough to look the other person in the eyes, you can really see if they are smiling to you. And I can tell that it really gives power to my day, and is a small act of love that makes all the difference. And like for me, it's more or less like that, because I think that a small thing today, a small act of love today, will change another person's spirit, will change your own spirit, and then tomorrow we have already a better day if you do that today, a better world if you do that today. And if we all do that, I'm very sure that in a week, the world will be already substantially improved. And that's it. Thank you. And also being here, I think is a good action, because listening to all of you is inspiring me. And I hope that somehow with my experience, with my short experience, because I am quite young still, I hope that I will inspire a lot of you. And that is also a small action that we can do all day, like talk with people that are interested to talk about things that you like and you are passionate about. And that's it. Thank you. Now I will shut up.
Thank you very much, Monica. If someone wants to share a bit more, then I will share my harvest.
I want to share a bit more. Your technical assistant. No, I love what came up about it starting with yourself, because it was a revelation I had this weekend, thinking it all starts with curating our own needs, because and being really close to ourselves and honoring what we need. And it sounds egocentrical, but it is not, if you think that what we create around us is a reflection of who we are. So if we are kind of stingy with ourselves, we will be stingy in our relationships, and those relationships will create stingy systems. And then we look at the world also coming from scarcity, creating systems from scarcity. So I think we sort of need to, when we look at things we want to change all the way out there, I think we have to, I know that I need to take responsibility for myself. And that starts with really taking the time and taking care to look at what I need, physically as well as mentally. Because if I have no clue and abuse my body, then how can I be there for other people? Let alone how can I create systems that are supporting us all or supporting the planet. So I love that sort of, it starts with you, and it's not an egotistical thing to do. It's just, we just need to do that before we can do anything else. And that's where, for me, the love becomes powerful. Yeah. So that's what I wrote, and I got all of a sudden really excited about it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pin, for sharing. I will now share my harvest for our conversation. But I cannot share it. Can someone make me host?
Yeah. Wait. I don't know why that is not here. Yeah.
Do we have here any Planetiers?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Beautiful. So this is my harvest for our conversation. I'm sorry the colors are not the right ones. So you can see some shades behind, they were colored. But I wasn't able to make it the right color in such a short time.
It looks amazing the way it is.
It looks amazing. Walk us through.
So, Planetiers hosted us our program Leading from Love, which help us tapping into the power of love to manifest the future we want. And it's a space of generative dialogue, presence, deep listening, where we host ourselves and others, and which is a blank canvas for the future, where we explore what and give space to what wants to emerge. So our conversation of today started with the question, what do you deeply long for? And then we moved to what is holding you back to make the leap. And then we have a 4 or more people conversation talking about what choices are you making now to transform your life. And then we came back together to what is emerging. And we saw that we want to stop the voice of fear. And we want to move and we want to walk. We want to do something with fear. And that we want to act from love instead of acting from fear. And other 2 important parts of it were self-love, self-love and self-acceptance. Self-love helps us to then host the others because we also are ourselves and we are grounded and we can express pure love. And we also have a gentle reminder that when things get too tough, we can always reach out and ask for help.
I love the mute button under the voice of fear. You can mute. Yeah.
Maybe we will get this new tool with this program.
Find the mute button on fear.
Exactly.
Thank you, Ale.
Thank you.
Yay, beautiful.
Beautiful. I love the torch. That's our thing.
So thank you everyone for being part of being with us today and joining us in this first part of our program. It was a pleasure to spend this time with you with deep conversation. I had no doubt about that. I would like now to invite you, in case you feel like to have more of those conversations, to join our program. So our Leading from Love program. We will launch it the 12th of November, and it will be a 5 sessions, so 5 weeks program, 1 week, 1 session per week of 2 hours, starting at 3 chest time until 5. So I will now put you here the link to our website, so you can have a look at it, and through that you can register. Thank you, Stanley. You can register, and we will reach back to you with more information about how to participate. And again, a big thank you from my side and from my teammates for joining us today.
Thank you for hosting this event and for the invite from Stanley. It was very interesting.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
A pleasure to be here with you all.
Ask Emma, can we sing for us?
Yay! I turned on my camera. I've been going in and out. I went to the streaming to see how it looked like on the streaming side, and then I came back. And thank you so much for the whole team. It was so beautiful. And I can say that from the streaming side, I could see the love in the air, even if the others could not be inside the session. What you shared was so powerful that we could feel that from outside. And I was so happy for that. So I just want to remind the whole group that Philippine will be with us in a panel on the 22nd. So stay tuned. Look at the schedule so that you also have a chance to be in contact with Philippine that in a panel that we'll call Leadership for Transformation. And thank you so much for the attendees, for being here, for feeling called by leading from love. That is so much what the world needs now. So thank you on my side, on behalf of Planetiers organization team. Thank you so much for all of you.